Personally, for me, I also attend wakes, also for my own closure. I do want to also make sure that parents are okay, they are coping well. Also to say my last goodbye to the patient.
3 days before she passed away, suddenly she was very awake and she was quite alert. She was playing with her toys. So we were quite happy and we thought that she was actually on her road of recovery after 2 rounds of antibiotics. On the night that she passed away, we suddenly had an alarm on her oximeter that her heart rate was very low. And in our hearts, we knew that that could be the final moment. She was with us for another 3 hours before she finally took her last breath. Rachael passed away really calmly and peacefully, which was really just all we wanted for the last 21 years. I remember telling her that she's such a good girl and we love her and we will never forget her, and that we were so happy to have her in our lives.
Yeah, just tell her it's okay to let go if it's so painful. We are all ready.
Some families, they have some lingering questions about how their child died, whether it was something that they did or they did not do that could have led to the child's passing. And also other times it's really just to be a listening ear to parents because we are familiar faces and we have journeyed with them. So it might be easier for them also to share what has been on their minds over the past few days since their child has died.
If I'm here, people come, then we chit-chat, then we laugh. Because that's me, right? That's me. There's always something.
It was only after the cremation that when we come back home to an empty house, that it finally sunk in that we've lost Rachael forever. But there's so much love supporting the two of us to carry on without her in our lives.
Okay, so let's move on to our mortality discussion for Rachael. What are some reflections or learnings that you guys have had over the past year or so after looking after her? Feel free to share.
Okay, I start first. So Rachael is our 20 years old, turning 21.
Star PALS, a pediatric palliative home care team under HCA Hospice, introduced the Mortality Round activity in 2012 for staff to reflect on their experiences with patients who have passed on.
Has been a roller coaster ride, I would say, because Rachel's symptoms is not the most easy to deal with, like because there is a lot
Rachael was diagnosed with a rare genetic condition upon birth.
because of the pedal edema, then potassium haywire.
I saw her every month, so about 8 times. At the 5th, she was actually actively playing and trying out, exploring the instruments. Yeah, and then she really liked the chimes. On the last session, end of last month, before I went, I told her I will come back. And I held her hand, and she squeezed my hand so tight. Yeah. So it was telling me that we are friends. So that was very sweet, lor. Yeah. So when I told Dad, say I'm here to see my friend, then Dad said, oh, she has a friend.
What really stood out to me was how resilient this family is, how it is perfectly possible as parents, right? Even though Mommy Ray always say so difficult for her to care for Rachel at home, but she knows that that's what Rachel wants.
My interaction with Rachel is not that much, but what I learned is actually from the mom. To know that Rachel actually is being loved by so many people, because she actually shared so many people come during the week, you know? Yeah, it's actually quite touching actually. And for people who doesn't even know her, just the other story that she shared that actually touches me was that somebody decorated a coffin with the flowers. Yeah.
I went down to see them, to sign CCOD at their place. The whole atmosphere also was so calm. Dad was just hugging her the whole time. Yeah, and I'm just so glad, and thankful that they can have this private time to themselves, and just being able to even touch and hug her, being comfortable where they are, and to say their goodbyes. I think that is very precious, and that also reflects the job that we do, because that's what we try to achieve, right? To help us say a good farewell.
So just to share, something that Mom shared with me during the week, I think she, even in her grief, right, or in the week, she said, make sure you tell the Star PALS team this, that I'm so grateful for you guys, and I could not have done this without your help. So she really wanted all of you to hear it. So thank you, everyone. Anyone else? Okay, so I think we can watch the video.
Oh, so cute.
Let us spend a minute of silence to remember Rachael.
Medical social worker Kimberly and nurse Eun Yun are preparing for a bereavement visit to Rachel's parents.
Letter from our team to the family. Yeah.
So now that Rachael is not with us anymore, our immediate plans was to return the equipment that HCA Star PALS has kindly loaned us so that other children, other families can get to use them. We've also donated and gifted some of our own equipment and medication so that other families can get to use them as well. Another thing that we have started since 15 years ago was to give back to the special needs community. So that's something that we will still continue to do, organizing activities for other special needs families. And for myself would be to volunteer as a patient advocate and also to participate in some medical researches that will hopefully help make the future medical health care better and more accessible to other patients and families as well.
Since last week I came to visit, how has everything been?
Still crying every day.
We continue to support our families after the patient has passed on, and this comes in the form of bereavement support to families. So what we do is that we do bereavement visits. This starts about a few weeks after the patient has passed on, up to 3 years. During these bereavement visits, we check in on how the family is doing, to see how they have been coping, what has been on their minds, and whether there's anything that we can help to address during these visits.
So I thought I'd just take a break. Then yesterday I decided to post again.
So you are still going back to work?
I'm okay if I don't meet people face to face, I think. So tomorrow is going to be the first day I go back to office. I don't know how it is because people know that my daughter has passed away, and so I don't know how I will be when I get there. There are a few friends who ask me out, but I just feel that I'm not ready to meet people in person now. But when it comes to work, the compartmentalized law. So when I'm in work mode, then it's not so bad. I can still forget about things and just focus on the work itself. He has gone back to work.
I never stop.
The Star PALS team has been constantly checking in on us, even on my helper, just to find out whether we are coping or just to have a chat. I feel more comfortable with the team, and also because they were supporting us so much for the last 1 year and almost on a daily basis in the last 2 weeks of Rachael's life.
So this is a comfort box that we prepare for all our families, for tea packets, photo frame, for you all to print out her photo if you want.
During one of the first few visits, we gift patients a comfort box that we prepare for every family. In the comfort box, there are some information and resources on grief and bereavement. There are letters and notes from our team, and also there are letters from other bereaved families who attend our Remembrance Day. The idea behind this is that the bereaved families would be able to understand how they feel, and so we have started this project for our bereaved families.
And photo frame to put a photo. And this one is the letter from other bereaved parents. So this one is usually done during our Remembrance Day lah. Then we will have a segment where they will write. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is nice. All the nurses and doctors.
And then last week, during our meeting, we also do Mortality Round. Right. Thank you for sharing with us this beautiful journey.
Thanks to teacher Cassandra for doing it. Yeah. Actually, I didn't want. I thought, why do we need that? And then I just asked him. Then he says, yeah, why not just do it? Yeah. So now we are so glad. I posted it on my Facebook also, and my friends all loved it. Yeah. It was good. They thought that we did it like after she passed, but I told them no, it was actually done before that. Yeah. And I'm glad we did it before that also. So we have something to view immediately after. Thank you for this. Thank you.
1周年的时候，我们纪念他，爱他，我跟他讲，希望他能离苦得乐啦，往生上去啦。
Lily's son, Edwin Chew, passed away at the age of 38 in May 2024. He suffered from Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
然后跟他讲要保佑妈妈身体健康，还有保佑你勇，我们阖家平安哦，这样而已啦。到喜欢吃嘛，经常我们出去吃，有时我生日他也会带我出去吃。有时去吃啊，想到他哦，去哪里都看到什么就想到他。
For peace of mind, Lily now attends Buddhist studies class every Sunday morning.
真的很开心啦，因为那边很多同学嘛，我们一起讨论，一起吃东西，然后一起拜拜这样咯，一起学习啦。我很感恩他们啦，他们也是帮我很多忙，他们一直鼓励我。
由他教授而正修行是生导向，
修行上的一个大障碍来的，所以这个是不可以的。所以我们要知道修行它有这个技术性，
常过三界众生爱。
Let us visual where face me first. Titus is looking at me. After go and sit after Stacy, okay?
30-year-old Titus suffers from Niemann-Pick disease type C, which is estimated to affect 1 in 150,000 people globally. Titus and his older siblings, Justina and Timothy, are believed to be the first known cases of this disease in Singapore.
20 over years. Titus, massaging.
The family actually had this thing called Niemann-Pick disease type C, which is a very, very rare metabolic condition where the body doesn't carry cholesterol properly in the brain, and the cholesterol products start being deposited in the normal tissues of the brain, and that is what causes the degeneration. So all 3 children have this condition. It's rather rare. We know that both parents are carriers, and again, being so rare, it's very rare to have this condition, and it's rare because every pregnancy you have a 1 in 4 chance of having an affected child, and to have it 3 times over means that it's 1 in 4 times 1 in 4 times 1 in 4 chance, so even more unusual, but that's unfortunately what happened in this case.
All our 3 children were born normal and bright, very bubbly. They love to sing, they love to chat or play. They're very good-natured. The time when we really suspected something was wrong was actually when we were called up by the school teacher.
Justina was the first to be diagnosed.
We were in America, she was in a kindergarten. So the school teacher called us and then asked whether there's any learning disability with Justina and so on. So then we suspected something was wrong and we decided to actually bring her back to Singapore, thinking that perhaps the Singapore environment and culture will suit her better because she grew up here. So when we came back, her problem got worse.
And at that time, she was 5 years old and she started off having very difficult to control seizures. And what was worse, she didn't just have a lot of seizures, she actually lost developmental skills, and eventually she ended up in a wheelchair.
So then after 2-3 years after she started, the brother Timothy also started, but his starting was quite different. He started with problem with mathematics.
His schoolwork suffered. The IQ is affected in a sense because of his seizure activities in the brain.
And then also he began to have swallowing difficulty, but he can eat and we have to chop up his food.
I met the family again when their second child, Timothy, was actually admitted to the ICU, and he had had a choking episode and he was seriously ill at that time.
Somebody sponsored us to attend a church camp at Johor. So they booked a suite for us, asked us to bring all our equipment, go there and stay at the hotel. So the next morning, when my wife Loo Geok was doing tube feeding for Justina was on tube feeding then. So while she was doing tube feeding, I brought the two of them down for breakfast. I brought his breakfast. I took 2 plates of food for my 2 sons, and then I went to get my own food. By the time I came back with my food, actually it was not far away. One doctor was actually trying to do the Heimlich maneuver because he probably choked on a piece of bacon and went into seizure and couldn't get it out. So he was rushed. We rushed him to the hospital. The hospital staff asked us to carry Timothy into the car and then go to the hospital. At the hospital, his heart stopped. And the doctor quickly pulled out the bacon that was in his throat, and she tried resuscitating him. And she managed to restart the heart, but she wrote a note to the NUH doctor because later on we asked to be transferred to NUH. And they told us that it was over 5 minutes of stopping. So Timothy was in coma for about 19 days. Dr. Stacy Tay came and saw us, and then she said, take skin tissue from Timothy to send for testing. And by the time the results came back, he had already passed away.
The test results confirmed that Timothy also suffered from Niemann-Pick disease type C.
It was a closure for the family to at least know what they were dealing with, and to also understand, what options they had in terms of experimental treatment, or even knowing what the path ahead was going to be like.
My earlier years as a Christian helped me to cope in a way. This lecturer, she mentioned one time that the children are a gift, but we must not hold them too tightly, We must learn to receive it with open hand, palm, in a sense, so that when God takes away, you will not feel the pain. So
he doesn't need to pry open the hand, and it's painful.
Quotation meant a lot to me, and it helps me to cope in a way. Yes.
Timothy passed away in 2004, and Justina in 2022.
Your brother is holding your hand.
So we were just wondering how we will go through the 3rd time round seeing our child degenerate. At first we thought it could be easier, but also we realized that each time he loses one ability, it's like a part of you being taken, some flesh being torn away. It's like it's a grieving process. It's also painful, but it's just that we learn to press on, and being depressed doesn't help us manage and make the situation better. So it's better to get on with it, and just to try to make him happy, contented. To watch the stomach, right? Try to go along with his breath. Hold your time. Hold your seizure alarm.
sometimes when a child is born perfect, we are very happy, you know. We take it for granted that it's a given. So, but when the child is not born perfect or has a defect, so we begin to ask why. For us, our 3 children were born, in a sense, normal and perfect. So we had very good times with them when, at least for the first 3 to 7 years for the 3 of them, we had some meaningful times with them. So that is something that I am grateful for. You can feel bitter about it, or you must grow to accept it. Life still goes on.
Hey, Marvin, how are you? You guys just got back from your trip.
Dr. Pravin is a passionate advocate of pediatric palliative care and a longtime family friend of the Ngans.
My journey with Ray, Ryan, and Rachael go way back to when I was a medical student. I first met them back in 2012, and it was during a Christmas event when we went around as part of Ray's Project Give, which she started. You know, we've journeyed through good times and not so good times, and you know, we formed and forged such a special bond that is so unique. To find that peace and closure in a way.
In a way, for those 3 days.
Yeah, I know it's not been easy, and I mean, it's just a void that probably that would take a while getting used to. I was just telling you on the messages that, you know, you guys should win Parents of the Century Award for what you've done for Rachael. Yeah,
But
I think
we're not deserving, because there are those that go through more than us.
that's something that credit should be given to the 2 of you.
To Rachael. Rachael was your first teacher.
Yes, Rachael was my first teacher.
First complex care teacher.
First complex care. And are you planning to go back to work or anything?
Already working. Both of us. Yeah.
She never stopped working.
He never stopped.
Yeah.
We need to fill the void.
We have come really far from where we began in terms of the coordinated care. You know, everyone in the palliative care team plays a role, from the doctors to the nurses to the medical social workers, and you know, everyone has their role to help the family, and we've, I think, done pretty well in that aspect.
I was very surprised Star PALS told us that they would be checking in on us for the next 2 to 3 years. Yeah. I didn't realize that the support is so long.
We have our Remembrance Day that is held once a year. So we invite bereaved families for the Remembrance Day, and during this Remembrance Day we have simple activities like doing photo collages of their child. We have parents who share their experiences in their grief journey, and also we have some self-care activities. Yeah. Why this Remembrance Day came up was some bereaved families shared with us that after their child has passed and some time has passed as well, they feel that the world around them has just moved on, but they still would like a time and place to remember their child, to talk about their child. And so we felt that having such a special time and place would be a way that families can remember their child together and have continued bonds with the child that they have lost.
It's under Rachael.
Oh, okay.
Wait, sorry, it's under my daughter's name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just one.
Very good afternoon to all our dear families. Thank you all for joining us for the HCA Star PALS Remembrance to honor and celebrate the light of our precious little stars. Our program will start at 2 p.m. So please.
Jeannie's daughter, 20-year-old Amelia, was born with a congenital heart condition. She passed away in October 2022.
The doctor turned to me and said that, Mommy, you have to be prepared. Her pulse is getting weaker and she's going to leave us soon. So I was like, it cannot be right. She's fine just now. Why suddenly the thing dropped? Cardiologist was like, I'm going to plug out all the oxygen and plug out all the IV line. Then she want me to sit on the bed and hug her. So I did lah. So I just sit on the bed. Then I just hug her. Then I told her, you're now no more suffering. I told her, say, Mommy will be good. Because I tell Mommy will be good and I won't be sad, okay? I promise you Mommy won't be crying. So I wipe off all my tears and then I just hug her.
Hello.
Star PALS medical social worker Siang Peng followed up with bereavement visits to the family after Amelia passed on.
Yeah.
怎么样你？
Okay, so far okay. So gonna be things smooth 咯。
那边那个 stone that side.
会没放。来，姐姐出来一点点，来，姐姐出来一点点啊，来。
Okay, you are free now.
Okay.
Okay. 副歌啊。
OK 来，就拜拜的。
好，这邊咯，即係佢公邊。
好，你明啊？OK 啊，OK 啊，拜，good 啊，再见，这样的 OK。
漂亮美这条衣服今天，你坐在中间。
哦，有
我没见。
So please feel free to submit your photos. The theme for this year's Star PALS Remembrance is the Tree of Remembrance. Just as a tree offers comfort and strength through its gentle shade, the memories and love for our children hold us together. Let us honor and remember these young lives by nurturing our roots of hope and healing. Now, let us invite Dr. Grace to start off today's program with a few warm words. Dr. Grace, please.
Thank you so much for being here today at our Star PALS Remembrance Day. It really warms my heart to see all of your faces today. It really brings back so many memories of the journey that we have shared together. The home visits, the late night video calls, and even the last few moments together. Yeah, your presence here today really reflects your courage, your strength, your dedication, and your enduring love for your precious child. So as Andrew mentioned, the theme today is Tree of Remembrance, and later we'll be doing a simple activity using arts and craft to create a tree.
He bought a bag especially.
Remembrance Day closes with a video showing the names and photographs of the patients who have passed on, from present to past. The final activity of the day is letter writing.
I'm still learning how different families like to be connected or like to be supported after the death of a child. It is still something that I haven't quite found one single model or one single method to reconnect with them or to continue to support them. Because I like to think that if you've done a very good job prior to the death of the child, the grief, the bereavement, the whole experience would mostly be positive, even though it's painful. Yes, it can still be positive, even though it is painful. And it is not wrong, or it really doesn't need to be fixed. You just need to kind of go through the pain. That's what grief is all about. And the point I'm making here is most will be okay. And I think this is the message I want to send to parents, providers, that they will be okay.
So we spent our last 2 weeks of Hari Raya in the hospital. It was really a breaking point for me.